Good evening and welcome to Porcupine Stand on YouTube with Selbert. Send a kind week winner and your dreary and your series. Steve this Mukwala after say of course Uganda a Kobo a year the World Cup qualifier. Wamba Mukwala. I remember seeing on this platform I think it was also last week Wednesday and or 2 weeks ago, and a news neighbor said, "Oh, I agree." And I came here and I said, "Now listen, that is not what is on the grounds in team. I'm on for nyabo trekakra." And yes, Wamba, Ochina Kotoko before he's not part of the team, and that's the last game of the season. So what this means is that Obakra batch be horrible. All official games ends. The Obakra there is no match. It's also about for Kumasi Asante. And the contract will be 1st of August, meaning month we one. July when renew the contract with me sign my club to start the following season. Well, we've said it here and Mukwala Pep again. Rich Lamptey as at this evening, still trying to engage personalities. No menya EBA so we renew and now renew. So China, Alibaba Sports Stadium, Yeshiam we will ask them questions whether Lamptey renew and now renew. But Lamptey, you know, like I was saying in previous episodes, that one looks a bit positive. So Lamptey can extend his contract more than Steve Dese Mukwala. Well, there's something we all have to learn from this particular conversation I have. At the moment, Kumasi Asante Kotoko is not in a position to compete with any of the African giants when it comes to financially motivating players to extend their contract. This is the gospel truth, and this is the ugly truth. We have to accept and deal with it. Say, and just no query and tomorrow, there be a better pressure, my own. Why am I saying this? Well, let me use a story of a player that went to Ethiopia. Now, I'll come to the Lamptey, I'll come to Mukwala, certain news I'm not picking the mouth. But this was a player in the Ghana Premier League. Not club or ball for 3 months. To end the season, no muntianeka. Until salary buy. He had 2 close friends who Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And there was club now no bono. Now player about free a cohort to folk. So he had friends in these 2 clubs, Haas and Kotoko. Now this is where the story gets interesting. To end the season, not 3 months in his friends at Kotoko and the one at Heart to Folk, no akwaji pudu kakra. Na bosumi aketuane ba. Nti omo na bosumi so a. Na 200 oma send ya brantie. And odi kure mu anu season. Then the season ended. He had a deal to Ethiopia. And okobo Ethiopia 1 season obai. Oba through Ghana no. Onim say afe one ne namfofo na Kotoko. One of the player no Kotoko eventually na the mother man so anything penifo jan kwan man ko career. Good. Oba through Ghana after 1 season in Ethiopia. The car or toy na car eno and another down for now house. Any back now car Kotoko ne di okọ career. Eno na omudi be room na eno na omudi room. The entire time obedi Ghana on na sort boys no. Ti nkomo ne on na sort the otena house, the otena Kotoko the okọ on na sort yomo. Oba en obeto asase after 1 season in Ethiopia. Esi Danny Drew maybe Drew anomo be boss no. Ha hone kai. Ti at the time of free Ghana. Now in less than 3 weeks, they come for per land this year. In less than 3 weeks, why the foundation up Diana could do sa level. And Odija Hoko Ethiopia. Or no never sorte player no Kotoko. On the sort to player no has no sort to the or Karela. So sorting in nature to me talk is dying. Okay. Sika na sa can accounts because he opened the dollar account. To the one dollar account no convertible cedis a. Na ya ni player no call Karela no. Afe muno di obedi wie ye to kai chele ye no. Afe muno the car ye no correct net minutes a player no contract ye. And there's a story which a player and a car story with evidence. Now, let me give another indication. Now, there was this player called Maxwell Oduro. Maxwell called Mozambique. When you Ethiopia, Mozambique. No has no bimbo. He had an interview with me back in the days at Silver FM after some mobile last year. Maxwell Samobekani said, Okoji $2,000 for Mozambique. Now, he scored 12 goals in half a season. Season equal in half, 6 months now. $2,000 times 6 years, $12,000. Half a season or share 12 goals. The biggest club in Mozambique is willing to pay him $4,200. So unja the club no besia kind mom. And he showed me the contract. And he even said it live on air. But I say Oda the previous club now so man almost person raising the salary cut around $3,700 and he's willing to stay with them rather than move to club no man $4,200. Mozambique. Now let's come to the Ghana story and let's come to the Kotoko story. Now, under no circumstance at the moment can Kotoko financially pay a player $4,000 without causing a big crack in their salary structure. So Kotoko tria $4,000. Edema play a bia with team no man. Almost salary structure and crack babe them. I said meba. And now I know what I say. Say Kotoko ni new edubiasi pre-player. Kotoko be born from Magic. The same way Kotoko ni even a Diana, Pechim, Brekum Chelsea. That's what I out to you for story in the 6 months in Tuamoka. What Legon cities there what before there So locally, say young prayer, you bet me a bear Kotoko be hard to folk, which we all know that story. But so soon as you free Ghana, that's our sake, a player na Kotoko pa. Kotoko nsanka. If only money and a the deciding factor. Ethiopia for they don't even go there. I'm not signing on fee, but they pay in dollars. And to the back Ghana cities, a share the end from. Sudan don't go there. Egypt, yenka. Because a club are not embo Egyptian league, Almost Champions League club a far Kotoko player and watch 21 goals. Tanzania don't go there. South Africa play a free Ghana kobobo South Africa no bar. We sikeni pa. Ubetimi abo South Africa why ye say Ghana sikeni. Whilst a Ghana Premier League player will stay at the same zone when it comes to his financial development. Into the Ukraine say we must accept our new position financially. It is a better truth, but we must accept that we are no longer up there. Financially, when it comes to competing for the services of a player. So foreign deal neba. That player, unfortunately for him, the contract suwa over bre and san wenyano. And the footballers these days, among what is set to for now or don't team on derby. So we saw Lamptey in January. A brand news neba said $700. And no any sika the Libyan club wanted to pay Edema a year, Richmond Lamptey. So that time that dollar near 10 cedi. It means that he was going to take a monthly salary of 70,000 Ghana cedis, 700 million. Whilst he's at Kotoko, he's not taking more than 6,000 Ghana cedis. Meaning, say a year and a day on a better sana. So for the Mukwala story, a player that before joining Kotoko, now the worst performance here 9 goals in 3 seasons, no I share 14 back, no I share 11, no I share 9 back. Then it comes to the Ghana Premier League, scored 12 and scored 14. So, and he's a free agent. na me hu ne say utietie deals are na eba boy na kwan mu ebi free Egypt ebi free Tanzania na eba na be den say the player will stay at Asante Kotoko. So the biggest lesson is that we are not in a position where we had advantage when it comes to competing for players. Lamptey betna na eyodo. Lamptey betna na ebia oni a concrete contract or any club in Africa if you need be. But so bia Kotoko will always be the second option. And yes, I necessary, but that is where we are now. So Mukwala has better offers. And the $4,000 Ana Kotoko willing to offer Mukwala, the fact is he will consider that after all other means are failing. But it was not going to be his first choice. That was the conversation, and that was the gospel truth. Now, Lamptey say Agadas etu kwan no. So we Agadas na o tisika Agadas je wo Libya. Emfa one Libia de ne gidigidi on. O ti de oje wo ha. Why how a player or Ghana abeti atua kra sa wo nkobi wo be wo ankasa wo kwa akwa justify ho. And that is the truth. So how are you Ibrahim? Few moments ewo Sudan a transform boy in a life. Now head time odi wo Boga All Stars. Nam Karela and nam Kotoko. Why obeka salary awagije was our clubs we in abom. Probably a year Sudan might be equivalent to this. So we have a long way to go when it comes to keeping of players for a long time. What we have to do is, let me give you the story of Dortmund. In the 1998 no Manchester City in team called Dortmund in terms of player be among fan. They dare not. But now City can go there and pick a player because City and Yeska. In 1994, 1995, by 1996, 97, a brand Ajax General announcement. Now more Champions League nyade. Na Man City ntimi nko Ajax nko kasa fa player ma. Mene City enduru ho Ajax player na betie atua. Obe boycott to training because of person joining Manchester City. Akasefo ne mene nketwa. Ye po is say ye nketwa when it comes to the football business and maintaining of players. It's a wodwini bebraba ma utia ya if you decide not to face the reality. The reality is that Obi ba ntimi compete. Now, akasefo ne memre nketwa. Let me give another example of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Alaba plays for Bayern Munich, a big club in Germany. Madrid beba. I'm say Abrante. So my contract now about free agent. You remember our salary Bayern Munich in Vamau. Alaba joins Madrid as a free agent. Now Alfonso Davies. Can Bayern Munich in some maybe replace Alaba no. Madrid for did the same thing here. Share my contract Ubra. Madrid did be a PSG with Kylian Mbappe CCA. At the moment, we have to accept it. So some Mukwala wabo akudu Uganda national team na sika sem ti obeja Kotoko ho. Say Richmond Lamptey baby awa match abeduri from Wafa to Interallies to Kotoko. He understands the Ghana Premier League. So beso afa aba bebrama Kotoko. Obeja ho se oko. But that is the state. We must focus on our youth team so that we will always have a replacement for any player that is leaving. We must have players. You're picking from youth team. And Nipano picking from youth team. Obenya senior team now breaking or baby about 18 years. Obetima about 3 years, 4 years. Obedi about 22 years. You can convince him say, listen, Ghana need 22 years now, man, around 8,000 Ghana cedis. You can convince him to stay for maybe 2 years. So we must start picking them young so that they will give us a long time of playing. And we can also sell them and make good money. To be ton kitwano, nipa no about 17 years, waba be 23 no aton. Sika no nya na also de asisi omo ha ne bi. No agye o makese. But if you want to keep working Siena, you will struggle. So Mukwala is not coming. Or China do stadium, the more details, but he's not coming. A packing in your in Ako. And don't be surprised to hear that Steve Mukwala ko sign a club from. Kotoko de ne KCC club ne wo Uganda ne G Mukwala by. So also net here, I will be this year. And that is the gospel truth. Let's accept it and know where we stand when it comes to the football business. Bye-bye.